And I've already tweeted this out. I thought we were
Okay.
live already. That's my
Oh, yeah.
bad.
No, I forgot to go right live. All right, we should be live, and we are.
Nice.
Any other? I don't think there's any other news, right?
I think those are the big ones.
Yeah. Oh, we. Yeah.
Oh God, Steam Machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know who this is for, but we'll talk about it.
And then I guess we can add like Compulsion Games is on the chopping block. Or no, they already had layoffs.
I don't think they had layoffs yet. I think that's what we talked about. What, 2 weeks ago?
Did we? Okay.
I think so. Or maybe that happened. No, I think that happened. Yeah, because it was that one. It was the week about like because it was right after their showcase. It was like 2 days after. Like that's when the rumors started spilling about layoffs, and I think on Friday or Sunday night, or something like I think one of the Microsoft people or news outlets were reporting that it's Compulsion Games and a couple others. So I think we talked about it.
That's the other. But yeah, I think you're right.
All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
What's going on, Barry? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 315. My name is Harrison. I'm joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm on my vacation right now. Feeling good ish.
Oh, how long's your vacation for?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that like a mandated like vacation that your job
Yeah,
does? Okay.
Yeah, company wide. So they do it during the summer and then over the winter break as well,
Yeah.
around Christmas.
Cool.
So it's nice. Like everyone gets that time off. You come back, you don't have hundreds of emails to catch up on.
Yeah,
so it's really great.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah. Well, sweet. Well, yeah, we'll be hanging out or starting next week for going on a little vacation. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to play some because you got Mario what tennis what is it? Aces?
Fever.
No. Fever. Which at $50,
that feels right.
I think that's a good price, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then what else? I mean, we'll play some other stuff too.
Maybe we'll do some co-op in Star Fox.
Well. Yes, I want to try that.
Yeah.
That in co-op because I did play. We'll talk about Star Fox in a second, but yeah, that's obviously the big game of the week, and we'll give our impressions and our thoughts on that. But yeah, before we do that, Nick, how was your week?
Week was pretty rough. Just like worked late, like pretty much every night last week.
Yeah.
Just it is what it is, but like I guess it's worth it since we have 2 weeks off. But
right, yeah,
it still sucked and it was very stressful. And the lead up, and then on top of that, Pierce is cutting some teeth, so he has like 6 teeth coming in, which means he's waking up every few hours in pain. Like I feel really bad for him. Understandable that he's waking up and he's just having trouble like taking the bottle, which means he's not getting as much food during the day, which means he's up at night feeding.
Yep.
And like I'm not the person that's doing the feeding normally, but I will sometimes go in as the first line of defense.
Yeah.
If he was fed within the last 2 hours, I'll go in and try to rock him back to sleep because he's probably not hungry. But this morning he was up at 5, fed, and then Alicia couldn't get him back down, so I jumped in and I was in there with him until like 6:30, and then I finally got him down. And then I went back to into the bedroom. And I was like, "Well, I'm going to be up at 7, so I might as well just stay up." So,
did you work today?
No, I didn't work today. I just got a lot done around the house. Did some lawn work,
Mm-hmm.
You know, cut the grass, did some weeding, pulled some weeds in the garden bed. I fell in the garden bed and kind of messed up my arm a little bit.
Classic dad just like collapses in the yard while wife is inside. Honey, help me.
I was bending down to pull weeds up, and I was using like this because we like built this garden bed out of wood panels, wood planks, and I was using the left wood plank as leverage, and it gave out.
Oh no!
Like, oh no!
So classic dad builds garden and it doesn't work very well.
Alicia was like, "What happened?" I was like,
"I don't know.
It just gave out, man. I don't know what to tell you. I was bleeding, but I still had a bunch of like limbs to put away, like a bunch of tree limbs to put away.
Oh God,
it was a time. It was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been an interesting couple of weeks, but I don't want to say we're on the up and up, but we're on somewhere. We're going somewhere.
You're on the mend. Yeah,
on the mend. How about you?
It was good. We've been
2 weeks without kids.
Yeah, kid free for 2 weeks. The first week we went out and did like some music bingo and went out a couple times. And then the second week I was like,
no more bingo.
Yeah, no more bingo. We're although we did go over to our neighbor. They're from Mexico, so we went over there and watched the Mexico and I think the Czech soccer game for the World Cup, and had like some Mexican dish and drank some margaritas and stuff. So that was good.
Nice. Did they win?
Yeah, it was like 3-0. But they had already qualified, so the game didn't really matter. It was just more of like a you know, it mattered for, I think if Czech might have won, they might have had a chance to qualify, but Mexico had already qualified.
They were in regardless.
Yeah, they were in regardless. So yeah, and then Friday night we went out to went to go bowling, and we had Ubered over there. We were like, maybe we'll do something after, and then we had a little bit of food, and then we probably bowled like six games. And
dang.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours. I mean, you could fly through when it's just two people bowling.
Yeah.
And we played like 5 or 6 games, and we're like, let's just go home and just chill and relax and not go out anymore. Yeah.
No shots ripped.
Yeah, because like the Friday before that, we had we went to go see a baseball game, and a lot of fun. Like our local I don't know, not major league, but like minor league, I guess. Is kind of what, I guess what you would describe it as. And then after that, we went over to a couple different bars, and we were out way too late, and then we were just exhausted the next day. So I was like, let's not repeat that, and let's just get home back about 11 o'clock, and that's what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
I will say,
11.
when we went to the baseball game, of course, I mean, you go to a baseball game, you got to get a hot dog, right? Like that's just like classic food. But I got this one hot dog. It was like, it had queso on it, and it was good, but it looked like somebody just like nutted all over my hot dog.
Was it like a white queso?
It was a white queso, yeah. Oh, and like it would have been fine if it was just like a drizzle, like of ketchup, like a normal like ketchup or mustard. But it was like, it literally looks like someone just like just splat a whole bunch of queso. Yeah, it was it was good, but it was.
Why would you do
a lot.
That? Why would you order that?
I don't know, because it was like the loaded hot dog or whatever.
Don't get loaded. Never get loaded, bro.
Yeah, I didn't feel too great like after for about 30 minutes, and then like right before we entered like the next bar, like I did like a massive burp, and I was like, okay, I'm good now.
There's nothing worse than a hot dog burp.
Yeah, it was questionable for a moment in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, week was great. But it's good to have the kids back. They had a great time in Florida, so it was good.
Nice.
It was good. All right, you want to dive into what we've been playing?
Let's do it. Where do we start?
I'll just briefly start. I finished Rise of the Tomb Raider. I still want to go back and do like the Witch DLC. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I want to go back and do that. Game's still great, holds up very well. I'll probably end up picking up Shadow of the Tomb Raider when they inevitably drop that, probably
2 months
at the next September Direct. They tend to just shadow drop those at that. So I'll probably grab that then. And I think like $20 for this is like a fair price because they're not really doing much visually. Like, it's just
kind of like the 360 version.
Yeah, it's kind of a port, so it's not like. But it still visually, it still looks like a good game. So yeah, been enjoying that a lot. But Nick, I haven't played the Rhythm Heaven demo, but how's that?
I like it. It's. Okay. I've only played one other Rhythm Heaven on the. It was the first one I think on the DS, and I loved that one. I loved like the touch implementation on that one.
Is that out or is that July?
It's out this week.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this one's great. I mean, there's like 5 different mini games or like 5 different music pieces, and then at the end you like remix all of them together. So like it'll abruptly cut from one to the next, and you have to kind of like code switch on the fly and remember what the button inputs were, or like what the cadence was with the other like music pieces. So that part's really cool. I hate the UI. I think it looks like really rudimentary and like super basic, like to a jarring degree. Like there's like no personality put into this UI, and then similar to Tomodachi Life, the narration is like that text to voice narration.
Yeah.
And luckily there's an option to turn it off, but I found that really strange that was like the choice for this game. But UI aside, and like the voice narration, which you can turn off aside, it's great. I might pick it up depending on how.
It's $40, right? Like it's pretty low budget.
Yeah, $40, pretty cheap. I could use a game like this. It's just like, I mean, I know Star Fox is kind of like this, but it's super short and like really arcadey, and you can just kind of jump in whenever you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, demo's free for anyone who wants to try it. But it's I think it's just Rhythm Heaven. Like I don't.
Yeah, I never played one before, so I don't. I mean, other than just seeing like the in the direct, whatever.
There is a cool mode in this game that wasn't in the demo, but it's almost like an RPG light mode, similar to what's that like built-in game on the 3DS where you take your Miis and you do like these turn-based battles until you get to the castle.
Isn't that like one of the Street Pass games?
Yeah, like one of the Street Pass games. It's kind of like that, except you like time your button inputs with the beat, and it does damage to the enemies. So like, I'm interested to see how fleshed out that separate game mode is. I'm assuming it's not like a 20-hour RPG, but maybe it's got a few hours worth of content.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Man, Street Pass, man. God.
Street Pass is goated.
Do you think if they ever add 3DS games, do you think they'll put Street Pass into that, or into like the application for Nintendo Switch Online? Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not in the application, because you'd have to have it running to for Street Pass to work. But it would be cool if they embedded it in the OS. I mean, like functionally, it still should work the same if your console's asleep.
That's how it was. Yeah, with the Switch. I mean, with the 3DS. I mean, you didn't have to have the Street Pass app open. It just had to be on, right? Like, not dead, and then you would get that notification, that green notification on it. It was so satisfying. Oh, man, what a time!
I miss that. I miss the whimsy of the 3DS and the Wii U.
Yeah, so fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the big game of the week, and that is Star Fox.
What a game!
Yeah, I absolutely love this game. This is really my first time with Star Fox. I've dabbled with like 64 in the past. I never actually owned it growing up, and I played just a little bit of it, and then and I played a little bit of it on NSO when they added it. I don't think I ever played is it the DS version, or is it 3DS? 3DS. Yeah, I never played this 3DS version. Just because I never had an affinity for Star Fox, and I never played Star Fox Zero either. So yeah, this is like really my first like true taste of Star Fox, and man, just presentation wise, this game is so fantastic. It's so cinematic. It's arguably one of the best looking like first party Switch game or Switch 2 games from Nintendo. Control wise, I mean, it plays great, runs great.
Yeah.
All the missions are like you can beat them in like 3 minutes or less, 5 minutes or less. They're super short. The campaign itself is probably 45 minutes long if you
Yeah, once you
in
watch
one.
all the cutscenes.
Yeah, minus the cutscenes, which you can skip, of course. But yeah, just be able to play it for the first time, and then Fox at the very end, he's like, "Oh, is this the true ending?" Like he's like something's not right, and then it's like
Yeah.
immediately says, "Okay, run it back," and then even when you run it back, you can still miss levels. So yeah, there's just a lot of replayability with this type of game.
Yeah, it takes at least 3 playthroughs to see all the levels, and then obviously getting like the true ending is
Yeah,
like the more difficult path, and you have to know how to take the alternate routes, like in
yeah,
Corneria when you go behind the waterfall. That kind of takes you down that path of getting to Area 6 and
yeah,
to get to Venom 2. Um, this game's so good, dude. And
yeah. It's
like I
fantastic.
don't have a affiliation with Star Fox aside from Star Fox Zero, which I liked.
Yeah,
That's a good one. And then earlier this month, I played through Star Fox 64 and NSO about. I think I played through 3 times, but I still missed certain levels. So like I played through some levels in the remake for the first time, which was really cool.
yeah,
Um, this game is it's so smartly designed. Like you said, like you play through it once, you realize there's more to the game. Like you see all these different planets that you missed on your route,
yeah,
and you can take these branching paths, and like there's so many there's so many different variations of the path that you can take to get to Venom or Venom 2. And on top of that, there's medals that you can earn in each area or
yep.
each planet. There's an expert mode to unlock once you get all those medals on the normal difficulty. Then you can get all the expert mode medals. And then in the remake, they added challenge mode, which is kind
Mhm.
of like separate from the campaign, but you can go into levels individually and play
Yeah, I like that a
specific
lot.
challenges. Yeah, there's like a set of normal challenges and a set of expert challenges for each level. So that adds a ton of content by itself. And then on top of that, there's the multiplayer mode.
Is that new, or was that in the original Star Fox?
The multiplayer or the
Yeah,
challenge?
the multiplayer, the battle mode.
There was a battle mode, but it was not the same as it is now.
Okay. Have you played the battle mode at all?
Yes.
It's pretty fun.
I've quite enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
been it's been a lot of. I wish it was like more fleshed out. I wish there was a ranking system or like
Yeah,
a.
it's very basic. Like even like the banners you can get, I think are
Mhm.
just like it just says you unlock them randomly. So I think once
Yeah.
you finish the match, you'll So I wish it was fleshed out a little bit more, like a ranking system or more unlocks, or like maybe being able to change the color of your ship or something like that would
I
be really
know.
cool.
I feel like they have something here,
Yeah.
and I when I try to match, like when I try to get into a match, it matches really quick.
Yeah.
So people are playing this, and I
Yeah,
think
people are
people
playing
are
it. I
having a
mean,
lot of
maybe
fun.
maybe we'll get. I mean, maybe we'll get something like an update or something like that. I mean, I doubt it, but I mean, yeah, that would be really cool.
Like I'm not saying they need to have seasonal content or anything, but
No,
just
no,
just
yeah,
having
yeah,
either a general ranking system or something else to strive to in the multiplayer, because
yeah.
it is a lot of fun.
It is fun. Yeah, yeah. Doing
Yeah.
doing the dog fighting, and then it's got like all the like it's not just like 4v4, right? There's also like other ships involved too, like
Mhm.
PvE type, like
PvPvE.
PvE. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty fleshed out, but yeah, um, yeah, it would be nice to have a little bit more content. Nick, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I had Taco Bell for dinner. My bad.
Oh, mistake.
All right.
Feel better?
Much better.
A little bit of an emergency situation there.
A little bit, man. It was getting ready to come out. All right. Yeah. Any last thoughts on Star Fox?
Oh, I mean, I think this is an S tier game for me.
It is, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty damn good. Like, yeah, I'm not the biggest like on rails kind of shooter guy or like dogfighting in general with with airplanes and spaceships and stuff. But this is damn near perfect of a video game, mass video game experience. Like, it is so much fun. I mean, at the $50 digital, 60 physical. I don't know if retailers are still offering the $50 physical anymore. But at $50, I mean, this game is so well priced. I mean, there's no way they could get away with charging $70. I think. I mean, it just wouldn't make sense, and it's a hard recommend at 70. I mean, I definitely think you'll get your time out of it, but at 50, I think it's a great price. And yes, it's another remake of Star Fox 64, but I think this is the one I think that is going to get people into Star Fox for the first time. And yeah, I think it's probably going to be an easy 3 to 4 to 5 million seller by the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's off to a really good start so far. I mean, it's number 1 in the UK. I think it significantly outsold Zero and the 3DS 64 remake. So it's doing really well. It's doing well on Amazon. Yeah, I think this is revitalizing the franchise finally after like 20 years. Finally a game comes out that
what other studio does this? Like, what other game company remakes the same game 3 or 4 times and they finally nail it? On the last attempt to, because if this game didn't sell well, then Star Fox is a dead franchise.
Yeah, like coming off the back of the Mario movie with Star Fox having, or with Fox and the Cloud having a at least a small portion.
Yeah, and I like the visuals. I like the way they look. I didn't really. I mean, I know a lot of people were complaining about the art style or I guess not the art style itself, but like how they looked almost realistic in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I think they look great. I think they look just fine.
Yeah. I think in context they look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the voice acting's fine. Like I've seen people complaining about some of the voice acting, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. Like I don't sit here and need like Mass Effect, space opera, ridiculous voice acting. Like, I think what the voice actors did in this game is great.
I think people are mostly mad about the boss voice actors and like their death screams.
And I know which one you're talking about. Are you talking about like the first boss in Corneria where he's like, I failed you? Like, I loved it though. Like, it was so, I don't know, it's so over the top and cheesy, but like that's kind of what Star Fox always has been.
Yeah, it's pretty cheesy.
Like, do a barrel roll, Fox. Like, it's so cheesy.
It's made for those iconic one-liners, and I think the remake like does those justice to a degree. I have one small issue with the game, and this was something that was present in 64 that's not present here.
Okay.
So when you beat 64, you obviously like get your total score and then how much you're invoicing, like the Corneria Defense Force or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like if you had played through the game previously, it'll rank your score against previous runs.
Oh yeah.
This one has no it has no stats or anything like that to look back on. And I think that would be really cool. Like, not only to see what your scores have been on each playthrough, but seeing like the routes you've taken too. And like the scores on each of the planets. Like, I feel like that's something that they kind of missed the mark on.
And that was in the original Star Fox, but not here.
Yeah. The total score comparison was in the original Star Fox. I think they should have kept that and then elaborated on it as well. Like, just bring in all those stats that people like to look at.
Yeah, especially for this type of game where it's like it's a run-based game. Like, you're trying to beat your score or see how fast you can get through the game or something like that. So maybe I'll add it. Probably not, but
And my one question for you is, now that we have a successful Star Fox game. Well,
Yeah.
seemingly successful Star Fox game. Where do they go next with this franchise?
Yeah, that's kind of like the age-old question with this. It's like, okay, we finally got, I think, the absolute definitive edition of what this game can possibly be. Do they do a combination of adventures and like you have like your, you have your third-person gameplay, or do they strictly do on-rail shooter? I guess what I would, if we're gonna stick with the on-rail shooting and not have any sort of third person at all, like third-person melee combat, I would prefer, like, let's get into like the nitty-gritty of being what is it? I guess they're not bounty hunters, but like they're their own like
A mercenary.
Yeah, mercenary. Like let's get more into the depths of being a merc, right? And doing like some really cool like jobs and stuff like that, and getting and having options to take on different missions and stuff like that. Not necessarily involved with like maybe you do a mission from the defense force or something like that, but let's get on like the outskirts and stuff of
So you're saying
the solar
get
system.
get away from the Lilat system.
Yeah. Or just explore, just have more. I'm not saying more because they're like all the missions are pretty. It's a good variety with like the Landmaster and the what's the sea one? I can't remember what that one's called.
Blue Marine.
Yeah, the underwater shuttle.
Yeah.
Just go in more detail with being like an actual mercenary and getting some really cool missions and stuff like that.
Do you still think it should be run based, as in like you're playing a series of 7 planets or 7 levels?
I mean, it's what works. I don't know. Because I'm not sure. Because if you stray too far from the path, is it Star Fox anymore? Right? Is it that classic Star Fox? But do people want another like run-based Star Fox that's just different planets? I don't know.
I think so. Like not like a game that's not held by the confines of the 64, and like you could really up the spectacle.
Yeah.
I think that would really work with.
Yeah. I think so.
64 is, but just expand on it and don't reimagine it again, but just like make a completely new game, call it Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
And have it just be like maybe a completely new system, like a system of planets.
Yeah. Maybe allowing you to like maybe do third person like in the ship would be kind of cool.
Third person in the ship.
Like when you're on like the actual like Star Fox, like the big ship, like allowing you to walk around. Yeah, the Great Fox, allowing you to like walk around and you can do upgrades to the ship or something like that. Maybe like I don't know, maybe add in permanent upgrades to your actual fighter. I think could be really cool.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I wouldn't want this for the main game, but like some sort of side mode that's a roguelike.
Yeah.
Where you at the end of each level you have whatever points you have accumulated, you get to spend those on upgrades, whether it's like healing your ship back up or increasing your damage, new weapon, like new bomb like weapons, like what's in the multiplayer.
Yeah,
like you could incorporate those into the main campaign.
That'd be cool.
And then you have persistent upgrades that obviously persist through multiple playthroughs. I think that could be really fun for this type of game. Like just have it be like super hard at first, and then obviously you build up your R-Wing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, to do more. I mean, I guess we didn't talk about this, but like the multiplayer mode, right? I guess to back up, in the campaign, you have like your regular lasers, and then you have your bombs.
Mm-hmm.
And in the multiplayer, you have a bunch of different types of special weapons.
Yeah,
like there's a warp, there's rockets, there's like smart mines. There's like a ton of different variations that I would love to see them carry those into.
That would be cool.
A new Star Fox.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I trust Nintendo on whatever they decide to do with Star Fox X, but I would assume it's going to be another run-based type of game. And like they already have the engine built up. Like they could probably knock out one within 2 years, maybe 3. So. Like they could get something out really, really quickly. I will say one thing is really cool. Again, this is kind of going to like most people know Fox from Fox and Falco and Wolf and stuff from like Smash Brothers. They don't. They never really played a story. So seeing the Great Fox like in action like in the game was really really cool. And then I'm like, oh wait, I was like, oh wait, that's the level that that was like, oh, that's really
cool. I fought there.
Yeah.
We need to get Slippy in the next Smash.
Yeah, Slippy deserves more love.
That dude rocks.
Yeah,
I love Slippy.
Other than him immediately in like the first level of Corneria, where he's like immediately like,
I need to calibrate my sensors.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it's so cool, man. It just all the paths you can go down in this game are so fun.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get off Star Fox. Sorry, I love talking Star Fox. Do you have favorite, least favorite level?
Favorite what?
Favorite and least favorite level.
I think I've only played Aquas once, but I didn't love that level. I mean, it was cool, but I don't know. I didn't love pilot. The ship was a little bit slow for me, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Corneria is like such a classic. It's such a fast one to get through. Like the train level was super super cool. Doing that. The one with the Landmaster.
Macbeth, yeah.
Yeah. Like the asteroid belt level was really cool. I'm probably forgetting some. What about you?
I think Aquas is my least favorite, and then my favorite. Aside from Corneria, because that one's just that's an easy favorite. But Sector Y, the one in the bottom of the map.
Bottom, yeah.
Where you go through like the manufacturing facility in space.
Yes.
Like Ross's facility. That was a really cool level. Like
that's a cool
one. The warp in it. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was a cool level. All right. Any final thoughts on Star Fox?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's dive over into the news. A little bit of some downer stuff going on, but that's just kind of where we're at with the with the games industry when we're not talking about actual games, but everything else. Xbox is getting yet another price increase. Effectively, I think everything is getting about $100 increase. The Xbox Series S, the 512 gigabyte model, is decreasing from $399 to $499. So $500 for a 5-year-old console is just I don't even have the words. Don't even have the words. Like the fact that this thing is as expensive as a Switch 2 with a bundled game is absurd. The Xbox Series S 1 terabyte model is going from $449 to $599, so $150 increase.
Pack it up.
The Series X digital 1 terabyte is going from $600 to $750, and then the Xbox Series S disc 1 terabyte is going from $649 to $800.
So the console that we bought 5 years ago, the Series X, is 50% more expensive now.
Yep, absolutely absurd. And I believe the 2 terabyte model is being discontinued.
Well, that makes sense.
And this, I mean, luckily, this isn't usually. I think the last couple of ones they've done it like almost effective immediately. This one you are getting until August 1st. So great. I guess there's time to jump in. Like if you're not buying one right now, like just get one, just because you're gonna play GTA 6. Like
or just get a PS5. I mean,
yeah, or a PS5. Yeah. I don't know, man. This is basically like the triple nail in the coffin for Xbox for me. Hardware wise, I just don't see a move forward for them in the console space anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't.
This is like it's not even the nail in the coffin. Like the coffin's in the ground, and they've they've written rip on the tombstone.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they can continue as a console manufacturer.
No.
At this point.
Yeah, the price is absurd. I mean, again, and like I get it, but like it's Microsoft's fault. Like they're the ones driving up this whole AI nonsense and causing everything to have the price increase. So it's their own doing. I don't know, man. It's just absurd. Yeah, my only like I would say for any consumer out there right now, like I know people like some people are excited for the Steam machine. We'll talk about that here in a second, but just double down on what you have and just hold the line. Don't buy these consoles for these prices. It's absolutely insane. And again, if you have been waiting for GTA 6, just jump in right now. And go ahead and get your console of choice before, because PlayStation is going to have one too. You know, they're going to have a price increase. Nintendo probably will have another one at some point.
Probably this year.
Yeah, probably this year. Well, I mean, the September 1st, I think, is when they're doing the $50 increase. So, I mean, they gave everyone a lot of time to do that, which is
unless
nice.
They increase to $100.
That is true. I mean, they could do that.
Yeah. Changing market conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just hold the line. Just play. I think we're going to be playing on the Series X and PlayStation 5 and PS5 Pro for years to come. Like you thought, like the stopgap between Xbox One and PS4 to PS5 and Xbox Series X was bad. This is going to be even worse for like exclusive, brand new like PlayStation 6 games. Like there's going to be so much cross gen games going on that it's almost like not even a reason to upgrade.
Honestly, I hate to sound like a Nintendo fanboy, but like
it's never been a better time.
Well, yeah, but like they're the only ones that are going to continue drawing the line between generations.
Yeah.
And PlayStation and Xbox. Like there's going to be no reason to get a new console within the first 2 to 4 years of its launch.
No, and like I really do think like right now, and things could change down the road, but like I think the Switch 2 is like, other than like GTA 6, right? I think this is probably the best value. I mean, it is the best value in gaming. Like once the Series S goes up to 500, like that for an old console now, like versus a brand new Switch 2 that is a hybrid system. It's getting most of the third-party games like day and date now, like minus like 007 and a couple of others. But like Capcom, like they're like the biggest publisher right now, and like all their games are day and date on Switch 2, and they run great. Is it the best performance? Is it visually the best? No, in comparison, but having that form, like having the hybrid form factor, having the choice on how to play, and at 450, 500 for the bundle, and then 500 on September 1st potentially, unless they increase it, like you said. I mean, it's the best, it's kind of the best value, and not to sound like a fanboy, but I mean that it just kind of is. If you don't
objectively, it's the best value.
Yeah, if you don't care about Xbox stuff,
yeah,
like first party stuff. So yeah, this is crazy. I'm so happy, and I know this is like a selfish statement, but I am just so happy that I already purchased the consoles. I was day one on Xbox. I caught the PS5 on sale, bundled with Spider-Man for like $450 when I got that.
Unreal.
So yeah, just happy that I've got that stuff out of the way, and I can just kind of focus on just purchasing the games and playing the games that I want to play, and not have to worry about hardware for a long time. Because there's rumors about the PS6 coming out next year, and I just don't care. I just don't care.
It'll be $999.
Yeah, even if it was like $500, $600, I don't care. I just everything plays so good right now. I feel like Unreal 5 is finally getting to the point where developers are optimizing it well. We're not having like so many issues anymore, and that's kind of par for the course with engines. You get better experience over time. So, and I know we've been saying this for years, but it feels like we're in like the what's the phrase? We're in like the the peak, I guess, of
Yeah.
the Series X and PlayStation 5. Like it feels like we've gotten so many great games in the last couple of years, mainly from third party. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where we go from here. Like, it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, and
Yep.
realistically, I don't think it's gonna get better for a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of years. Like once like the AI stuff starts to die down, I think we'll finally get back to a place. But yeah, it's absurd.
I mean, should we talk about Steam Machine real quick?
Yeah, let's dive. I mean, we won't spend too much time on the Steam Machine. That got announced, I think last week at some point. 1,049, I believe, for the base model with no controller, and then I think it's like a
1,400.
Yeah, 1,400 for like the more expensive one with the terabyte hard drive. Good.
I don't know what market this is trying to serve.
Yeah, I don't,
because it's not competing with consoles. It's not powerful enough to compete with an actual PC. And
so I think in comparison to like the actual specs that are in this thing, and you compare it to the normal PC market, I think it is technically a good value. But who is buying this just to use it as like a PC? Is my question.
Right.
Something that can't be upgraded, right? I don't think you can dive into this thing and upgrade any sort of components. It's Linux based, which you can I think you can put, Microsoft or Windows on this thing. So you're not necessarily locked to the Steam library, but you have to go through the extra steps in order to get some of that stuff on there. So I just don't know who this is for.
Like once I heard like there's a significant amount of tinkering that has to be done to get this to a state that is usable for the average user.
Yeah.
It's DOA. Like it has to be super simple. It's got to have a good interface.
Yeah.
It's got to boot to its own interface and not boot to like Linux effectively.
Well, I think it does. Like I think it does like boot up like Steam OS.
Okay.
And then you can back out of it and go to like desktop mode and stuff like that. So it's still technically a PC, and you can do some PC things on there. But again, people that are in the Steam and the Valve ecosystem have probably already got like a pretty nice PC. So unless you just want something
for your TV,
which Steam has like their big picture modes, you could already kind of like put it on like a big screen if you want to. So unless like you just really want to play your Steam library, like maybe at a couch or something, like in your living room, and it's not like a ridiculous looking, PC tower with like all the RGB lights, and you just want something kind of simple like desktop, like I guess. But is it worth over $1,000 to get that secondary experience? It's something that's not portable. It's not like a Steam Deck.
I don't think so.
I just and again, like I said, going back to the people that are in that ecosystem, they probably already have a Steam Deck, and you can technically dock a Steam Deck on a TV if you want to, and then you've obviously got the portability of it. So like again, like if you have a Steam Deck, like why would you want to get this thing unless you're just a super super tech enthusiast, or you're just like a super Valve shill, I guess. You just want everything that Valve does. If this was something that was like $600, which I think was probably what they intended it to be.
Well, no, they intended it to be $750.
$750. Okay, well, that's
still a bit too high.
Yeah, it's still a bit too high if you're trying to compete in the console space. Yeah, I still think even if it's that high, it's a little bit too much, because like I think it's weaker than like the Series X and PS5s tech wise. I believe I could be wrong.
Either weaker or on par.
But if it's on par, I'm going to spend $750 on something that's just as strong as something I bought 5 years ago for $500. It's a little confusing on what this actually is for. Like, I don't think it's going to get anybody that's not in the Valve ecosystem or Steam ecosystem to want to say, hey, this is something that I want. I don't know. It's a strange thing. I was curious about it before, but now I'm definitely I'm good.
Definitely done. Yeah.
If I got something in the ecosystem of Steam, it would be a Steam Deck, and even those things are, I think, way over expensive. Way overpriced at this point.
Yeah, those are pushing, if not at 1,000 at this point, depending on what model you get.
I saw a used Steam Deck OLED at like a local game shop for like $350. I should have bought it. It would have been an investment. Because they are cool. Like, I know you had, back in the day, you had you were on the pre-order list, the $5 pre-order, whatever, and then you ultimately decided to go against it. But I mean, it's something. It's not something that I wouldn't want, but at this point, like, it's
yeah. Oh well.
All right. Well, more bad news. And I think Xbox is also preparing for massive layoffs too. So we're just kind of waiting to see who gets hit by that. But Bungie is getting layoffs. I think majority of the Destiny team is getting laid off, which they just recently essentially sunset Destiny 2. It's not getting any more content updates. And I think they ended up saying that it was like a failure almost. Destiny 2 was like, it didn't live up to their expectations.
I didn't see it that way. I thought Destiny 2 was like pretty successful.
Well, I thought I read that in an article where
no. Like,
oh yeah,
I think you're right, but like, I wouldn't agree with that. Like,
well, they paid more than they should have for Bungie. That's probably why.
Oh, Sony said that.
Yeah, Sony said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, I don't know why Sony bought Bungie. Like,
well, I think there was a promise and a bit of an oversell from Bungie's side, where they were going to be like the games as a service consultant, and I don't think that really materialized in a significant way, aside from the cancellation of Last of Us
Online. I really wanted to see Factions, what that looked like. Like, that could have been such a cool, like, if that was going to get me into the extraction shooter genre, it would have been that.
Yeah.
Just a shame. And then speaking of PlayStation, I think I read something either today or yesterday that they're doubling down on live service. That they still want to like re-innovate the wheel. I'm like, what are they doing? Like,
what are we doing here?
I
don't know, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Before we end on the big one, Lords of the Fallen 2 got delayed to 2027. They said they just needed more time to get that game ready, which, delays are never a bad thing, but you don't want to be in 2027 anymore. Like, it's or 2026. It's already way too overpacked.
September and October are both crazy packed.
And then I just asked the question, like, what else is going to get delayed? There's going to be a couple of other big ones, I think, that could potentially get delayed.
Yeah, like, just thinking of the list, like, I don't think Silent Hill gets delayed. I don't think Musha gets delayed. If anything, I think that moves up.
And Capcom just had like the developer spotlight, and they doubled down on that date. So
yeah,
that's coming out for sure.
I really don't know. Wolverine, that's probably locked in. Fire Emblem is locked in.
Yeah, Nintendo's not delaying anything.
Yeah.
Gears of War comes out.
Gears, that's locked in.
Fable got delayed.
I think it'll be smaller games.
Yeah.
That try to push out or move up. Because there are a handful of big titles that are coming out in September, October, but they're also surrounded by like these smaller scale titles that I think will end up getting delayed out to 2027.
Yeah, and like now that, and we'll jump into here in a second, but now that GTA 6 is up for pre-order, like I feel like developers need to start like doing that first week of November.
Mm-hmm.
And start taking up that slot a little bit.
You'll get more airtime by launching in the same month as GTA, just based off the fact that you're launching the same month as GTA. Like,
Yep.
There's what, 2 other games launching that month. One is Metaphor for Switch 2, and then another one's like Barbie Dreamhouse or something. It's coming out.
I think Devolver Digital is talking about releasing a game on the same day as GTA, which is hilarious.
And this does, before we get into like the price and everything, I think now that GTA 6 is kind of locked in for November, we will see the release date for Ocarina of Time sooner rather than later.
I cannot wait. I mean, we got the Splatoon Direct tomorrow. 15. We didn't talk about it yet, but 15 minutes for that, and then I think like a 30-minute
Treehouse, I think.
Which is kind of weird. Like they were just at the Treehouse.
We were just here.
Yeah,
we're going back.
Yeah, it's a little weird. You're already sold in this game, right?
Yeah, I've pre-ordered it. I'm like a 6 out of 10 excited.
Do we know what this game technically is? Is it an extraction shooter type of thing? Like what is this? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Like
right.
Really. But like I really think I hope they don't do the Mario Kart thing where they had that Mario Kart Direct
stuff,
and it was just like reiterating what stuff we already knew. And that point I was like, well, maybe there's not a lot of stuff going on with this game. But yes, hopefully they give us some more information on what this game is.
I think there's a whole underground as well.
That'd be cool.
That's not really been shown.
Yeah.
It was like on the map screen. But I think it's kind of like a not a horde mode, but like you it's like a run based thing where you go into a level or go into an area and you're trying to get some treasures, like you're kind of trying to extract it. I don't know if it's an extraction shooter, but like
elements like that.
Yeah, so it's specific levels and you can upgrade your gear and stuff, and I don't know.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow for sure.
But
or we won't, and they'll just rehash the same stuff, and it's like, oh, maybe this game isn't super in depth.
I mean, I'm decently excited for it. Like, I like Splatoon. I like the gameplay. So, and I like the single player stuff with Splatoon. I think that's like some of the strongest parts.
And I want to see more areas because like the area that they've shown is very like bland and like kind of muddy looking almost. Like it's not a pretty looking area.
Yeah, we need more environments.
Yeah, we need. Well, I want like lush, like
give me some greenery.
Yeah, get some nice greenery or something like that. So, but yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Like I think I'm right on the same page as you, Nick. Like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Like I'm gonna play it day one, but I'm not like dying to play it as of this moment in time.
Right now, I'm thinking like this will probably get an 80.
Yeah,
on Metacritic.
That's what Nintendo's been. It's kind of like Xbox. Like they haven't had like.
Aside from Pocopia.
Yeah, Pocopia, yeah. But first party wise, they haven't had like anything above an 85.
Bonanza?
Yeah, Bonanza, yeah. And Mario Kart World, I think, is like an 88, right? Like it scored pretty high.
I think it's like an 86.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Fox is creeping up. I think it's at an 83.
Okay.
It's doing pretty good.
All right, and then the last story, GTA 6 pre-orders went up. The base game is in fact $80. We figured it was going to be around 80, a little bit more expensive than the standard. But really the price of the game is $100 because there's some bullshit locked behind this game, and it's a little egregious to me. Like I understand that this is like probably the most expensive game to make of all time. But you're going to make that. You've already made that money back with the pre-orders. So locking that stuff behind a paywall essentially is kind of bullshit. Like just make the game $100 and like, I don't know.
Just call it what it is, right? Like don't beat around the bush.
After hearing all that stuff and then like, it's a download code in the box. I'm less excited than I was 2 weeks ago for GTA 6.
Yeah.
And I know like a code in the box thing is not a huge deal. Like I don't really care at this point. But yeah, hearing about the paywall stuff essentially for like, and it's dumb stuff. Like it's like storefronts, like in the game. So it's like, if you don't have the extra $100 version, like you just can't go into those stores to upgrade your, like it's very weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one thing to have like exclusive cars or cosmetics, but like things that you can do in game are paywalled off. Like that's kind of insane.
Yeah, for a single player experience.
Yeah,
which you know they're gonna go crazy once they add GTA Online. Which
the shark cards.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, and I really thought they were gonna have a trailer 3 with this and show gameplay.
It's crazy. Like only GTA 6 can get, or only GTA can get away with putting up pre-orders with no new trailer or no gameplay, right? It's all been like in game cutscenes and stuff, or in engine stuff. So.
Yeah, and like people are already noticing that the game has visually been downgraded.
Yeah,
compared to what was shown in trailer 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is going to be that point of comparison game for the next century.
Yep.
Where the water physics and the chest hair and the ball hair, like it's all going to be compared.
Is this going to be the first game that does well? Because you have this purple theory where any game that's got like a purple themed box art doesn't do well or is shit. Is this going to fall into that category? Or do you think it's going to rise above the ranks?
It's going to do all right. However, will it meet Rockstar's sales expectations? I don't know, because they're probably expecting 50 million within the first month.
I think it's gonna do it. Like if they came out like in like 30 days and they're like we sold 60 million, 70 million, like I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't think it's gonna do 70 million, but
again, like you're rocking PS5 and Series X.
So you got 35 million Series X out there and what, like
90 million?
90 million.
And how many of those are double dippers?
Yeah.
Go in a PS5.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess 40 million in like a 3-week period. Maybe a month. About 40, which is insane. But and maybe more. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe more.
I'm gonna guess 40 million week 1, but then it tails, it flatlines.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have that that long tail that GTA 5 had, because there's not going to be subsequent consoles to release GTA 6.
They released it on 3 different consoles,
right?
and the PC.
You can release it on PC. Maybe you bring it to Switch too. Maybe, probably not, but maybe. So PC is kind of your biggest market outside of Series X and PS5, and they're not going to bring it backwards to PS4s and Xbox Ones.
No. Yeah, I mean, the $200 million thing is like, number one selling game of all time, but it is misleading because, like you said, it's been out on 3 different consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of people have double, triple dipped. You know, a lot of people bought it on the Xbox 360, and then when they released it to the PC, they dipped again because of mods and stuff like that. And I'm sure this will happen, this time whenever they release on the PC a year from now. People will double dip, and then people will be playing it for the first time on the PC. So they'll, 100 million maybe, in like a 3-year, 3-year period, maybe more. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a day one PS6 edition or something like that. Maybe they re-release. I don't know. They'll probably do something whenever the GTA Online comes out. They'll do another edition or something. I don't know.
What's the most recent major success from a game? Like is Mario Kart 8 the most recent success? Like that one sold what?
Like 80 million?
70 or 80 million?
Yeah, probably that one.
I know Human Fall Flat, that's a breakout. I think that one sold close to 100 million.
Really? Well, I guess it's only like a $5 game, right? $10 game.
Yeah. Let me look at the list and see if there's any.
Minecraft? Minecraft's a pretty big one. It's not recent.
Yeah, like Tetris Minecraft, but not super recent. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yes, it's 79. Jeez. That's kind of the most recent one. Red Dead Redemption 2. Actually, that's more recent. That one sold 85 million.
Yeah.
Just nuts.
It came out in 2018. Yeah.
Human Fall Flat's at 55. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, Red Dead. I mean, the Rockstar's last game.
8 years ago.
So maybe that's the benchmark for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would say 40 million within the first 2 or 3 weeks, and then like you said, it'll cool off a little bit, and then whenever GTA Online comes out, like they'll probably get people in there that don't care about the single player stuff and get into the online. Yeah. So yeah. Either way, it's gonna be a day one for me for sure. Just because I want to be part of like that zeitgeist. But yeah, after seeing all the information and the kind of egregious stuff locked behind the paywall, it really being $100 game, like yeah, it may be a little bit less exciting. Like and like I don't know, and you don't have a trailer with it. Like that's so weird. Like you don't have a gameplay.
Pre-orders a week in advance
to get people excited. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah, but it's Rockstar. Like they're like I don't know. They'll probably I don't know. They'll have another. I mean, they'll have another trailer at some point before the game launches and show some gameplay. But still,
the marketing machine hasn't fully turned on yet. So
no.
I'm sure starting in September, they'll really kick it off.
I wonder. So like, I think every GTA since 4 had like a map included in the box of like the city. Do we get that here, or is that a done thing?
It's probably done. It's probably like a digital map. Scan the QR code for a map.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Well,
it sucks they're doing a code in a box.
So I guess the question is, Nick, are you going to be picking up the $80 version or the $100 version?
Probably 80. I don't give a shit about the other stuff. And if I want it, I'll just buy it.
Yeah.
When I want it in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have the option to spend the 20.
Yeah, like just to upgrade.
Yeah.
If they don't, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Are you gonna do?
I'll probably end up if I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely not pre-ordering it until like a week before the game comes out, anyways, and just or whenever they announce like you can pre-download it or whatever. Because I'll be curious to see how big this game is.
250 gigs at least.
Probably. I mean, Call of Duty right now is like what, over 100?
Yeah,
150 for that game. So like, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be ridiculous.
250 is like the entire storage on the Series S.
Yeah, it's insane. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be kind of a last minute decision on which one I decide to get.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait for the gameplay trailer to see how it looks. Like I think they're not targeting 60 like as well. It's gonna be like 30 because they're more into like the immersion aspect of it. And I don't know. I don't love the way GTA plays. I don't love the way Red Dead Redemption plays.
I want games to be games.
Yeah.
Like obviously there's room for every type of artistic expression in gaming, but like
which I do think GTA is more fun to play than Red Dead Redemption. Well, I really like Red Dead Redemption 1 I thought was fun. But 2 is just God. You couldn't pay me to play that game. It was a slog. It was God, it felt like playing in mud.
It had like one of the worst first 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like that snowy section.
Oh, it was horrible.
Sucked, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. GTA 6. We shall see. All right, Nick, any final thoughts? Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up the show?
What's your biggest game for July? Is it Splatoon?
Halo, probably. I'm really looking forward to Halo. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Halo.
I forgot that was coming up. Wait, that's the end of July, right?
Yeah, I think it's like July 25th or 6th, maybe.
Oh, nice. I forgot.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Halo. I'm more excited the closer we get to that game.
Yeah,
even though it's just another remaster, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. I mean, obviously we see the trailers, but being in the Unreal Engine and
I play those new missions.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's see. Yeah, Splatoon Raiders. Halo is the 28th. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I do want to play that. I'm probably not going to get it day one. I'll probably wait for the inevitable sale of that game. I don't know if I'm in the mood for an Assassin's Creed game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fantasy career is in trouble. So Witcher 3 DLC I'm not getting credit for because it's not releasing this year. Deltarune Chapter 5 doesn't have enough reviews. So I'm very nervous about that one.
It will.
Yeah.
Man, I'm cooking.
Luckily, Elliot didn't cost me too. That was kind of where I was going for whenever I counterpicked that game. I thought it would be in the low 80s, so that one didn't hurt me too much. And then I counterpicked Dustblood, so we'll see if that if that game comes out this year or not. We'll see.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll get delayed.
Yeah.
Star Fox. Okay, I had Star Fox. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, sitting at 83 on OpenCritic.
So you have Assassin's Creed coming up. I have Dench Attack, and I have Splatoon Raiders, and then you have Halo campaign involved. That'll be good back and forth.
Yep. And the next month, probably the most one I'm looking forward to is probably Resonance, Plague Tale.
Yeah.
And then September, it's God.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah. We'll see.
Good stuff.
We'll see.
Good stuff coming.
All right, guys. Well, I think that is going to wrap up the show. We appreciate everyone watching, listening, all that good stuff. If you can review us on your favorite podcast platform of choice, that would be greatly appreciated. If you're on the Apple app right now, listen to us. Just go into our podcast and just hit that 5-star button and leave a review.
Yeah.
Or if you don't like the podcast, hit that 5-star button and then say what you don't like about the podcast.
We'll improve.
And we'll improve.
We'll change.
We'll change. I swear. All right, guys. Well, there's nothing coming out this week, right? We're kind of in a lull until
Rhythm Heaven.
That's right. Okay.
And
then next week we probably won't have any podcasts. We'll both be on vacation at the beach, and we won't have any sort of way to really record a good show. So we'll hold off. We'll hold off. All right, guys. Well, without further ado, we're going to end the show.